for January 20th. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Anita Francis.
Here.
Walter Hayes.
Here.
Harlan Mead.
Here.
Bob McAfee.
Here.
David Kyle. James Shakes.
Here.
Brian Spencer.
Here.
Carol Wilson.
Here. Thank you. Now, will you
The
all
clerk
please join
please
me
call the roll?
for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the invocation? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before I pray this evening, I want to take a moment to just bring to your attention, if you didn't already know, a former member of this Board of Alderman passed away on Sunday, Barbara Evans. She served 4 terms on the Board of Alderman. I was honored to have served with her at one point in the early 2000s. So I just ask you to remember her family over the next few days as they're going through this time. She was a great lady. So Father, we give thanks for the opportunity to serve the city of Carl Junction as its Board of Alderman. As we begin this session, we pray for your continued guidance and blessing. And Lord, we renew our dedication to the task before us and help us fulfill our responsibilities with diligence and integrity. And Father, I ask for a special blessing on Barbara Evans' family this week. Give them peace and comfort, Lord. Amen.
Thank you, Walter. Okay, we'll move on to approve the agenda. Are there any comments or corrections on the agenda this evening?
Yes, Mayor, there's a need to add the closed session that we had last meeting to the consent agenda.
Okay, motion by Roger to add the closed session minutes to the approval of minutes. Anybody second? Second by Carol? Okay, thank you. All right, we will add approval of the closed minutes from the 1/6/25 meeting.
Make a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Second.
Motion by Walter, second by James to approve the amended agenda. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. What do we got? 7 in the affirmative, 1 absent. The agenda is approved. And then next, and then we will go to the consent agenda. Does anybody have any questions or comments about the minutes from the previous meeting, both open and closed, and also the disbursements?
Make a motion, we approve it.
Second.
Motion by Roger, second by Walter to approve the consent agenda. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. 7 in the affirmative with 1 absent. The consent agenda is approved. Next, we will go to public forum. Is anybody here for public forum this evening? Please come to the microphone. Okay, nobody? Yeah, all right, thank you. Okay, next we have a proclamation honoring Sophia Bullington. Sophia, would you like to come up? And so I have a proclamation for Sophia. I don't know if y'all noticed, a few weeks ago after Christmas, our cardboard receptacle was overflowing. It was the worst I've ever seen it. Boxes everywhere, people were just throwing all their stuff everywhere. And a lot of people were complaining about it. A lot of people were blaming people. But Sophia came and cleaned up the whole entire mess. She picked up all the boxes. She put them all in the right spots. I heard people were coming and throwing boxes out while you were out there, and you were still picking them up. So I am extremely proud to have Sophia in our community. That takes a lot of determination and integrity to do something like that when, you know, most people are not helping out, and to stand up and be the person that takes charge, that's really special. Okay, so I'm going to read this thing here. Okay, so I'm making a proclamation right now. I proclaim, whereas community service is vital to the ongoing growth, strength, and unity of our city, whereas individuals who dedicate their time, talents, and service to others demonstrate an outstanding commitment to improving the lives of those around them, whereas the contributions made by these exemplary citizens foster a sense of belonging, compassion, and goodwill within our community. Now, therefore, I do hereby proclaim that Sophia Bullington is recognized for exceptional service and dedication to our community, In honor of these significant contributions, Sophia Bullington is hereby awarded the Community Service Award on this day, January 20th, 2026. With sincere gratitude, we celebrate Sophia and encourage all citizens to follow this inspiring example of service, kindness, and civic responsibility. I hereby set my hand and cause the seal of our city to be affixed. Thank you very much. Okay. We will move along to item number 7, discussion on Schuber Mitchell's request for water service in the proposed subdivision. Sure. If you'd like to come up and speak, go ahead.
Almost friendly. Someone had asked for some figures on the cost of the lift station and sewer. The lift station that was done in 2023 near subdivision. We did not go through and have a new workup done, just expense-wise to do that. Not be proven right now unless we are moving forward. But certainly prices have not gone down since then. So back then it was $776,000. The next page is a breakdown of just an estimate of cost with some inflation and previous applications in order to put it on that neighborhood on sewer. Estimates about $1.4 million, and that gives you some breakdown of that. And so it would require over 60 lots, which the topography won't handle. And so that's an explanation of why tapping into city sewer just isn't feasible for that property, expense-wise. And I want to reiterate again, it's not an ultimatum or anything like that when we say this has to be done for that road to go through. It's just the fact of the matter. It's not contingent upon the EPA like the other one was. It can move forward immediately. And so that's why we're asking lots of people to hook up to city water because the county can't do it. This is literally the only option.
Council, do you have any questions?
I just think it sets a bad precedent myself to hook them to city water, and then what's to say the next guy is not going to come in and want to do the same thing on some project he's got going. I just don't appreciate having that falling back on my shoulders to my voters.
Thank you, Carol. Yeah, so my position is staying the same. So I really strongly believe to get city services, I want to be annexed into the city. I don't think it's right to have a subdivision that is not annexed in when all the surrounding properties are annexed in. Yeah, I'm really sorry. I just do not agree with that, and I would really want to see you guys annex in to complete the project.
I also think it's right because we made the decision years ago that we weren't going to give city utilities unless they were.
That's true. This has
Annexed
been
in.
brought before the council, and we have voted on this
Yes.
previously.
I understand the ROI problem. I think it also creates a ROI problem for the city if we bring it in, or don't bring it in, but just sell this city water, simply because I think at some point, won't happen tomorrow or next week, but at some point it will create an island within the city, and we will have people that will be getting city services that they're not paying for. It's just, we've already got islands within the city. I promise you that's exactly what's happening, is they're getting services they're not paying for. So I just don't think it's in the long-term interest to do it that way. So my only other option was to say we'd be okay with annexing it in with the septic, very quick discussions that I've had with others on that is didn't think that was a good idea, that many people on septic was liable to end up creating issues that we're going to have to deal with probably if we let them come into the city with septic.
And so just to clarify, you would not consider it even with septic?
That was originally what I thought would be a good idea, with bringing it in with septic, but I'm being told that others don't think that's necessarily a good idea. We think that may just be too much septic in that area, and if it does create problems, it's problems that we're going to end up having to deal with, and will end up costing the city money.
Those that are on septic in the community, it's like an anomaly or something that they just cannot get hooked up to the sewer system. To have a whole subdivision that was like that, I think is a very bad precedent to set for a company to save money, a for-profit company to save money.
Well, and I do want to clarify real quick, it's not just to save money, it literally becomes financially unfeasible. And that's why we were looking for something that provided the community with the road that's desperately needed to Joplin and always has been, and really was the only route to that. And so it's not about trying to save money, it's whether something is absolutely economically feasible, and it's just not economically feasible to add that amount of expense. That's not an absorbable expense to any developer to do that. And so I certainly understand what you're saying, but literally we presented really the only option for their
Yeah,
I
definitely.
get the ROI issue, right? I deal with ROI every day, so.
Okay, does anybody have any further questions on this? Would anybody like to put this up for a vote?
Make a motion that we put up for a vote.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do a hand vote for approving water service for Sugar Mitchell. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. All those opposed, please raise your right hand. Opposed? Okay, 7 opposed, none in favor. Thank you. Okay, move along to item number 8, approval of bids for a mower.
Went out for bids on a mower. We ended up getting 2 bids back, one from Lambert and one from S&H. We were recommending the S&H mower, $22,399. Somewhere north of 200.
This,
267,000 in that account. I'm sorry.
no, you're fine. So this mower would be delivered in March, is that right?
Yes.
And is this to replace,
This is not. This is a new piece of equipment. This, it's a 17-foot mower, so instead of using an 8-foot brush hog or our 6-foot zero turns, especially out there on Lakeside Park. This is a finish mower, so it'll give a nice clean cut and look very good. Otherwise, a brush hog does not. So be able to mow that a lot more efficiently with a 17-foot mower than you are with a 6-foot zero turn.
how do you transport this?
The wings fold up, and it has transport wheels on it that lift the mower up, and you can just pull it behind the tractor.
And is that bid still good? It says it expires the 16th.
Yes, I did check with them, and it's okay.
Okay. Anybody have any further questions about the mower?
I'll make a motion, we approve it.
Okay, motion by Roger, second by Anita to approve the purchase of the mower. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. 7 in favor with 1 absent, so that is approved. Okay.
And Harvey can't mow his yard with it either.
Make sure you give it to Barbara when you're done with it.
All right. We will move along to our long-term projects report. Steve, anything you want to touch on here?
A note showed, make sure you look at the project listed on there, because I did have all of the street repairs and improvements updated, cost estimates updated, so those are fresh right now. I think that was probably the only thing I had. You guys had asked 2 weeks ago at the meeting, S&S is supposed to be in next week to get our cameras fired up in here so that everybody gets to see their smiling faces on the internet.
Did we ever get the engineer's report back on the new cost for Marie Lane?
Yes, that's one of them that's on there.
353.
It is $353,812.50. A little explanation on the Valley Lane Center Creek one, why it's almost $1 million. So what they did was, that's partial concrete, basically in those areas that the water gets up into. So what they do is they thickened the concrete, so it is thicker than normal, and then it pour down edges on it on each side so that reduce the risk of undercutting when the water does. That water moves through there pretty quick when it does flood. A lot of up and down fairly quickly, or just movement of the water through. So that's what they were doing to try to keep that from floating out. Years ago, a few of us remember Turkey Creek. They were going into job lot and used to wash that out all the time because it was just asphalt. And when they went in there and they did that exact same thing, thicker concrete, turned edges, that seemed to stay in place before they put this new high bridge.
Okay, thank you for that. What about the lighting at the pickleball? We haven't done anything on that, have we?
I actually started working on that again today because I found some used aluminum light poles, either 30 or 35 foot, $500 a piece. And they are usually 2 or 3 grand
Yeah.
for them. And so I'm putting those numbers together to try to update that one with that new, that would save us a lot of money. That was a big portion of that 90-some thousand that was in there was just for the light poles and the fixtures. I'll have that ready for you in 2 weeks.
Okay, cool. Good find. Okay. Anything else? Okay, thank you. Any questions for Steve, guys? We've got a treasurer's report this evening. Does anybody have any questions there? Okay, departments. I've got the police report here. Chief, I think there was something you wanted to discuss.
There's just a lot of rumors on, whatever, on Facebook and social media about the block camera systems. They're not used for immigration enforcement. That is deleted after 30 days. Whoever logs into it, do any searches, has to put a reason why they're in there, and it can be audited at any time to see who's done what. The only two people in our department that have access to it is me and Detective Dagnan. He has actually used it on a couple of cases to successfully find the suspect and get that suspect charged. That was good vehicles or testing vehicles last year. We also used it in a stolen vehicle case to determine that it was actually not stolen out of our city. So there's just, like I said, there's just a lot of misinformation about it. We're not tracking people going to breakfast and lunch and dinner, not checking your facial recognition or anything like that. So it's a useful tool. That's what we're using it as. Like I said, we've had it there for almost 2 years, and we've used it just a handful of times.
And that ended up there because of the Ozark drug.
Yeah, the Ozark Drug Task Force got a grant for, I think it was 5 different cameras. Most of them are in Jasper County. There's at least one in Newton County. Now they do have access to it also to do the work that they do.
Right. Thank you for that information. Did we get everything good to go with the storm sirens the other day?
Yeah.
Okay.
They got the antenna repaired up there. It was actually cheaper fix than what they originally had quoted us for.
Well, that's good news.
That worked out well. We had testing a week after that. We did set them off 4 different times just to make sure that everything was good to go.
All right, great. Thank you for your work on that, sir. Does anybody have any questions or comments for the chief?
No.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I've got a public works report here. Packed up all the Christmas stuff? All done? Thank you for the Christmas this year. It was wonderful. Had some training videos this week. Sounds exciting. All right, any questions for Public Works? Okay. All right, thank you. Building inspector report, any big questions on that? Okay. All right. Okay, committee reports. Budget and finance. Walter, would you like to?
Sure, we met earlier this evening. We basically looked at the first 8 months of the fiscal, just look at the numbers, see if there was anything we need to be concerned about. The only thing that was stated as any kind of concern is the amount of money coming in on the water is a little bit lower than we would have hoped for this point in time in the year. Elena, correct me if I'm wrong, if I missed anything, but that's all I remember really coming from that in the way of a concern of any sort. And then we didn't have a quorum, so we didn't do any official business, but we did talk about budget. We talked about the police department in particular, and I brought some information about past budgets and kind of where we are and for the last 20 years compared to what we've seen in the way we've grown as a city in terms of population. And then we set a budget meeting for the 7th of February at 9 a.m. I think last year we went about 4 hours in total to get through everything that day. That will be open to the public. I understand Steve's bringing breakfast. So.
Yeah, so I'll just
Either that
add.
or Elena's cooking.
Oh, you really want Steve to bring breakfast.
I'll just add that meeting is for our planning for next budget cycle. That meeting is open to the public, so anybody's welcome to come and listen in to that meeting. Okay.
That's all I had on budget.
Okay, thank you, Walter. Code and nuisance, anything this evening, Carol?
Nothing.
Okay, thank you. Human resources, Roger?
Nothing at this time.
Do we need to add a closed meeting for next session?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
That is
Yes, sir.
Gets all his mathing done?
Public facilities, David's not here this evening, but I don't think we have anything new there. And then nothing for me for economic development this evening. Okay, we'll move right along to unfinished business. James?
Nothing,
Unfinished.
ma'am.
Okay. Carol?
No, ma'am?
Walter?
No, ma'am.
Okay, nothing for me this evening?
Nothing.
Bob? Anita?
No, nothing.
Mr. Talley?
Just, so, I have 12 envelopes. That doesn't,
David's not here, and who didn't turn theirs in?
but there are
There's extras.
7.
7,
There are 7 here. I should have
2 each, 14.
14 if there is one evaluation in each envelope.
Oh, wait, you have 12?
I have 12, not 14.
Oh, that's correct then, because David's not here.
No, that would make 16.
There are 6 7 for ours.
That's it, math again.
Doesn't matter.
So what, somebody filled out multiple?
Somebody-
Unless somebody put, unless a couple of people put 2 evaluations in one envelope, I'm missing 2 envelopes. And the truth is, I really can't get started until I get all of the,
Oh, because then you'll know.
because, well, no, it's just, the math doesn't work. I need all of it. So, is there somebody that didn't bring them tonight?
Yeah, it's me.
Raise your hand if you didn't turn your homework in.
I've got them done. They're just at home. They're done. I was waiting for her to math, and there was a lot going on. It was just good stuff.
So
yours and
David's. I don't have, and I can't really get started until I get them.
Okay.
See, I'm not holding it up. David's,
All right, well, let's make arrangements to get those to Mr. Talley, and we'll get with David tomorrow to get those for you. Okay, thank you, sir. Elena, any unfinished? Okay, Crystal? Steve? Chief? Okay, new?
No,
I have
Bob,
nothing.
any new?
Nothing.
New? I have nothing this evening, no?
Nothing for me.
New? Carol?
I just have a question. When I came by the land today, there's PVC pipe, there's other stuff. Are we starting something out there finally?
That's the water project. We borrowed the money from 2 years ago. OCR was, just kick off the line. Eventually, he'll have 4 crews in town, but
Something for the land itself.
I think Harvey's probably a little bit better than that.
Seems like a-
Actually contacted randomly, it came in the mail, the guy that does logging. I called him today. And he's gonna come by and take a look at it and see if there's anything that he can purchase on
Okay, thank you.
it. Didn't know, but he's gonna check it out.
Okay, great. Carol, anything?
That's all I had.
Okay, James?
yeah.
Okay?
What are
New?
we going to do when it snows 3 feet Friday night, Steve?
Well, according to Doug Hitty, we're not getting 3 feet. So I'm gonna go with his opinion on it and not yours.
I'll hold Doug personally responsible.
Make
Trace
Harvey
them out.
get busy.
And Harvey and the boys, they got it covered.
I'm sorry.
They, I think everything's in the, on the squares and everything already good.
They have 3 days.
Look it up
Oh,
in spring.
my. All right, well, I'm going to preemptively thank you for any snow removal or ice melt that we need. Thank you.
Mailboxes that you take out.
Okay. New? New. New? Mr. Talley? Chief? Harvey? Nothing? Okay, any other business before the council this evening?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right, I'll give it to motion by Walter, second by Carol. All those in favor?